are back with author Rayanne Ellert, and she's got, I think, her first book, Rayamblings, a memoir about disability and other stuff. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, so Rayamblings, Kay, I love the title. How did you get to the title, first off?
Well, it started off as, well, it was actually kind of a joke between myself and a friend.
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend, and as I sometimes do, I was rambling on about something. When I realized what I was doing, I apologized. So I said, I'm sorry for rambling. And then they said, no, you're Rayambling.
I love it. That stuff happens. So you've put out, this is your first book?
Yes.
All right, before we get to the book, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, yeah, well, I'm Rayanne Ellert. I'm from Melville. Okay. I live in Regina now. I'm an adult living with a cognitive disability. Okay. Yeah, this is my first book.
Wow. What is the book about?
So the book is, as the title says, Rayamblings, a memoir about disability and other stuff. It's about that. It's about growing up with a disability, and some of the. I mean, I was very honest with writing it, and then it talks about my childhood, and then growing up with a disability, going into a day program, and my experiences there. Okay. And it has, like I said, there's a lot of really tough moments in the book, but there's also a lot of really fun moments. Yeah,
good. And why did you write the book? What inspired you to write the book?
Again, it started off as a joke. My a friend of mine who has since passed away, but Brian and I were talking about the lack of accurate portrayals of people like myself in the media.
Right.
And then he says, you should write a book. And of course we both laughed about it, because I mean, at the time I thought it was a silly idea.
Right.
And unfortunately, he passed away last October. He passed away just before I finished writing the first draft.
No. He knows you're right. He knows you wrote it.
Yeah, I know he knows.
Good. So before just in case we run out of time, I want to talk about your book launch.
Yes.
You are having a big book launch party.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
So yeah, it'll be at Excalibur Cat Cafe here in Regina in the cat room.
Okay.
I picked there because it's a place I frequent. I'm actually a weekend volunteer there too, and yeah, and Carla Harris, who is another local disabled writer, she'll be hosting and reading some of her work as well. Okay. So yeah, we have all kinds of fun things planned, and
yeah. Good. And it's at 7:30 p.m.
Yes.
June 12th. We'll bring up that information. And we'll bring up your website as well for people. So what writers inspired you?
So
have you always loved to write?
Yes. Writing's always been a big part of my life. As far as, so when I started writing the book, I had, so when I started writing the book, I looked for resources, and I had a bunch of people telling me to read Jeanette McCurdy's book, I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Okay.
And I really liked how that was written. Mine's written in a similar way, where it's a bunch of little stories to tell an overarching story.
Yeah.
So I know it looks like a lot of chapters, but all the chapters are short.
Very short. Yeah, I started reading it, and as I said, I couldn't get through it, but I'm looking forward to it. It was really fun. It was kind of a page turner. Just saying, I was enjoying it. So
an earlier version of the book, because it does talk about some tough things. I thought, I'm not going to. No humor in the book. It's going to be serious, and then I came across Jenny Lawson's books. Particularly, I think first one I read was Furiously Happy. Yeah. And from that I saw, I can write about, some I can write about I can write about these tough things, but still have the humor side of it.
Right. Good for you. We all need humor in our life. Rayanne, it was a pleasure to meet you. I look forward to finishing your book. I will finish it. And book launch June 12th. Maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet
Thanks
you.
for inviting me.
You're welcome. All right, well, that is author Rayanne Ellert. We're talking about her book, Rayamblings, a memoir about disability and other stuff. And you can find information on the next screen, but we got a book launch coming up June 12th at the Excalibur Cafe, Cat Cafe. So maybe we'll see you there. All right, well, stay with us because we're going to talk about the Cardiac Care 5K Walk Run.